Hello and welcome back to the Salsa Beat. Today we're talking about the 180. Today we're going to cover 3 different ways of how to lead this move while in close position, all the little intricacies, the footwork and the connection and such.
So even if you don't have a partner, you can still do this with us. Just shadow dance. That way you're still practicing your footwork while you're learning little tips and tricks for how to lead and follow this move. So let's get started.
So let us first demonstrate what a 180 is. Nice and slow, I'm going to start with a basic step. I'm going to stop on 3. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. All I'm trying to do on the 180 is get to the other side. On 3, I nudge the lady a little bit by the ribs to let her know I'm going to move you on 5. And I'm going to continue heading in that direction while I cross on 6. But notice the whole time we're doing this, we're maintaining our frame all the way through 1, which is when you end that step.
For the followers, we go 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3. I feel him move me out of the way, so I cross back on 5. I step back 6 off the line of dance to give him room. Then I go 7 back kind of in front of him. My foot's between his legs. And then I go back into my basic. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. We're going to start with the leader's footwork. So followers, we can sit this one out, okay?
And just enjoy the show. So in order for you to understand the orientation of where my body is throughout each and every step of the 180, I would like for you to put your arm like this. All right, so here we go. So the 180 starts on 5. I'll start with half my basic. I go 1, 2, 3, and then on 5, I turn my body completely towards that corner. So on 5, that's where I'm at. When I step on 6, I'm gonna cross in front. As I cross in front, notice that my frame also twisted. I didn't maintain my frame that way. My frame twists on 6. On 7, all I'm going to do is open and keep stepping in that direction. 7. And now my hand is going to be pointing in that corner. And as I finish the move on 1, now my arm is completely pointing in the opposite direction in which I started, which is why it's called 180, just half a circle. So let's try that again. Smile. Here you go. 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7.
Okay, followers, it's our turn now. We're going to do our footwork for the 180. And I'm going to face the right and take a couple steps forward. Make sure there's nothing behind you because we're traveling backward, okay? Okay, we're going to do the forward half of our basic. Let's do this together. 5, 6, and 1, 2, stop, 3. On 3, our weight is on our right foot. We're going to rotate our upper body to the left as we step back. And basically, we're crossing back. My weight's now on my left. If I put my arm up, my arm is facing to that corner of the room now. Now I'm going to take a nice step back onto my right foot. And my arm, if I put my arm up in front of me, my upper body is facing the middle of the room. And then I'm going to go ahead and rotate my body to the left, rotating my toes to the left as I transfer my weight onto my left foot. And now my upper body is facing this corner of the room. And then we're just going to finish into our basic step. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's try that all together a little bit faster. And 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, cross back 5, step back 6, rotate 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Yes! If you're practicing with a partner, then let's go ahead and get right in front of each other.
Let's face each other.
We are going to practice our footwork, but we're not going to connect just yet. And followers, we are going to be facing the opposite direction from which you learned this. It's going to be a little strange to do it this way, but it's okay. We're going to practice both directions, so it'll be weird for both of us.
Now, before we begin, usually the biggest dilemma with the 180 is that the lady gets stepped on 5. So let me show you what we're talking about before we jump into this exercise. So I'm connected with her and I go 1, 2, 3, and on 5, the lady didn't cross back. So that may cause for me to step on you. So be aware of that because right now, we're not going to be in contact with each other. We're going to sort of shadow dance.
So be careful on 5. Don't step on her.
So let's assume the right distance, like we're in close position. But go ahead now, don't make contact. So we're going to do a couple of basics, and then we're going to walk through this step. Here we go. 5, 6, and smile. And 1, 2, 3, and 5. And one more basic. And 1. Maintain your distance. And 5. Here we go on 5. And move your foot. And 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5.
And here we go. 1, 2, and move. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7.
So let's connect, but we're going to connect a little bit differently. We're actually going to use both hands, going back to prom night days.
So once we connect, followers, I want you to try not to use him for balance. Remember, hold your own weight, just like we did when we weren't connected. Now all you're doing is touching him. Okay, you're not using him for balance.
And while we're in this connection, I want you to consider 2 things. What is to get through the 180 while maintaining your distance? And secondly, what is to maintain your frame, not to lose this square that you have by building this connection. So let's try this together while we do this 180. 5, 6, and basic step. And 1, 2, 3, and 5. One more basic, and 1, and 2, and 3, and smile. And here we go on 5. 1, don't step on her. 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Basic,
6,
here we
7.
go. 1, 2, 3, 5, here we go. 1, 2, and move. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic.
1, 2, 3, and 5. And here we go again. Move the lady on 5. Maintain your frame. And 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7.
Basic. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 6, 7. 1, 2, and move. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. So now that we kind of have the general idea of how to keep our frame within the move, now we're going to get into how to lead and how to follow. So starting with the leaders first.
Okay, so let's get into the position again. When I'm leading a 180, this arm, my right arm, is the most important one. Is the one that actually allows me to give the lady a cue by nudging her over that I need her to move that 5, or else we're going to run into each other, I'm going to step on her and such. So the magic number that I need to remember is 3. On 3, this part of my hand, like if you happen to be Spider-Man or Spider-Woman, where your web comes out, on 3, I place a little bit of force. I nudge the lady to let her know, hey, be aware that we're going somewhere different on 5. So let's try that together. We're going to do a couple basics, and we're going to stop on 3. Guys, leaders, create that nudge. Ladies, be aware of it. Here we go. 5, 6, and basic. And 1, 2, 3. And basic. One more time. And 1, 2, 3. And here we go. Nudge on 3. And 1, 2, and hold. Okay, so right now, ladies, you should be feeling a little bit of a nudge. Hopefully, he didn't give you too much. Okay, so guys, control your strength. On 5, as I step forward, remember, maintain your frame and go towards that corner of the room. My foot should also be pointing in that direction. On 6, I cross over my foot. My knees are close to each other. On 7, I cross to the other side. And I finish the move on 1, and I go into my basic step. And 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so now for the followers. We can do this connection as well for this round. And let's go ahead, leaders, and stop on 3. Okay, so straight into it. 5, 6, and 1, 2, and stop. Okay, so now followers, you should be feeling that tension on the back. And so what I'm thinking about is, okay, he wants to lead me into something. I'm going to try to be a little bit more responsive. Is it going to be like an upper body twist? Is he going to try to move me out of the way? So that's what you're trying to listen for now. Okay, so go ahead, leaders, and do your 5. 5. Okay, so followers, what you want to be thinking about is following, where is he placing you? And try and see if you can help him. You don't want him to do all the work by himself. You want to try and go with him.
Be responsive.
Yes.
Sharing is caring.
And go ahead and do your 6, 6. Here, I'm trying to stay close to him. I'm not trying to take too big of a step back. And again, trying to stay squared to his shoulders. And go ahead and do your 7, 7. Again, I'm trying to stay square to him, rotating my body to the left, but not using him for my own balance. I still am holding my own weight. If he lets go of me right now, I have my own weight. Okay? And then go ahead and finish 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. So now let's go ahead and practice with counts. We're going to start off nice and slow, and we're just going to speed it up until we're ready to do it with music. Okay? So we're going to have a couple times on both angles to do it.
Okay. The goal is to be able to handle any speed the DJ throws at you.
Okay,
Here we go.
Starting off nice and slow. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, basic. 5, and here we go.
And smile.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3. Now let's speed it up. And 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, and smile. 2, 3. Here we go on 5 and 1. Move the lady and 5. Maintain your frame and 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Basic one more time. 5, 6, 7. Here we go on 5, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, and 1.
Speeding it up one more time. And 1, 2, 3, 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. And you're ready for music.
And here goes with the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to practice with music. So go ahead and connect with your partner. I'm going to start with Prime Night because that's where we started. And remember, we're going to do this at 3 different speeds. Slow, medium, and fast. Don't forget to smile. Have fun. Here we go. Basic step. And 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Connect with your partner. And 5. And here we go. Engage on 3. Cross. 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3.
Remember,
nice job.
Don't rely on your partner. You should be able to let go and keep your own balance.
Basic step. Here we go on 5 and 1, 2,
Cross
3.
back. Stay close to your partner.
2, 3, and 5. Change connection, whatever you want. And here we go on 5. 1, 2, 3, and 5. 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5. 6, 7. No counts. Basic step. Here we go. Nice job. And 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. And here we go again. And 1, 2, 3, 6, 7.
Speeding it up. Basic step. 1, 2, 3, 5. Basic. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic step. 5, 6, and
Have fun.
1, 2. Here we go. And 1, 2,
Prep on 3.
5, 6, 7. 1, 2,
And on
3.
1.
Basic step. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2,
Nice.
3. Basic step. 1, 2, 3. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic. 5, 6, and 1, 2. Without counts, go.
Here we go. Nice and faster now. 2, 3, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. Connect with your partner. Feel your connection. Stay square. Here we go on 5 and 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, and 1. Change connection. And here we go. 6, 7, and go on 5. Cross on 6, 2, 3. Move them hips if you want. Here we go on 5 and 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 2, 3. Stay square to each other. 2, 3. Here we go. 6, 7, 2, 3. No counts. Basic. Here we go. Nice job, everybody. Give yourselves a high five. Ba-bam. Give yourself a pat on the back. Great job. We hope you enjoyed that. That was just one way of how you could lead a 180. There's different ways because different ways create different looks. But our goal today was to give you an overall understanding of what it is to lead a 180. The footwork, the connection. We went over 3 different connections so that when you go to the club, you could maybe feel a little bit more versatile when you lead a 180.
And also remember, if this is your first time learning how to do a 180, it can be difficult at first. So if you're struggling to get through it, don't worry about it. Just practice. You can come back and practice with us, rewind, watch this video over and over, and it will give you a good foundation to practice this move.
We'll see you here next time at the Salsa Beat.